On Ichigo! Yahoo! Hi everybody! Look at this! Look at this slide, isn't it cool? Hello, Anar! Are you Indonesian? Is that this language? Hello! Hello, Toaster! Hello, Hyper! Hello, Meepy! I'm doing good, how are you? It has been a busy day, a little bit, but I'm here. I'm a little sleepy because I've been awake for a little over my normal amount, but it's okay because I'm not falling asleep yet. Thank you. I'm glad because I hand placed everything on this slide. I made this. I mean, I guess I make it all the slides, but I mean, like, this isn't a font or any special pre-made thing. I made it myself. I'm getting more creative with my slides. Hello, Christian. Oh, good luck, Toaster. Have fun. Go work on your stuff. I have a coffee here. It's pretty good. How'd you do it? Well, I looked up denim background and I pasted that shit in here. And then I looked up a bunch of stickers and I turned them all transparent. And I looked up a bunch of letters and sometimes I had to use special fonts. But I looked up different stickers and transparented them. Some of them, I selected them and put a highlight at the back. And I put the highlight to have color and be opaque. And yeah, and now we're here. And I twisted them all around. This was done in Google Slides. I think I mentioned I do all this stuff in Google Slides. And I'm getting better at it. I'm becoming a Google Slides master. Google Slides can be pretty limiting. I'm taking notes, don't worry. Okay, good. Thank you. This is like an aesthetic I like as well, so I was pretty happy to make this slide because I quite enjoy this vibe that's here. I was debating taking an edible because I was scared for some reason that I wouldn't be able to fully word my thoughts towards the animes for this season. Oh my god, my ears just popped. The fuck? Did a fucking bomb just go off? Why did that happen? Feels like I got fucking launched like 80 feet into the air. Would 80 feet be enough to pop the ears? Let's do 100 or 100 meters just to be sure. Let me yawn real quick. That was weird. Alright. Anyways, maybe the entire state of Kansas had an earthquake and I just elevated a little bit. Or sunk. That's always an option too. But yeah, today we are going over anime... what the fuck? Not anime club. Spring 2026 animes. I was looking at the number 26 on the screen and I was like, did I fuck this up? I did accidentally put 2025 or 25 on this slide. Right when I got done putting all the letters and numbers, I was like, oh, I'm fucking stupid. So I had to redo it. But it is meeting number 26. Spring 2026. There's two 26s. It got me confused. And it still feels like 2025. Anything after 2024 feels like a year that is in the future. Still, to me. I don't know if anyone else is the same. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. It's August, I know. It's over halfway through. I don't like it. I don't like it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna sleep well tonight because the past, like, ever since my sleep schedule went to daytime, I've fallen asleep, like, against my will every day. Like, whenever my sleep schedule's in a way where I'm awake at night. I can like, I plan to go to sleep. Like I have a little bedtime routine. I get all cozy wozy. Maybe I even read a little bit. Maybe I'll slap some goo on my skin before bed. 2020 effect, I know, dude. Nothing's fucking real. But whenever I'm awake in the daytime, it's like I'll just get sleepy and I'll fucking fall asleep like against my will. Like I will fall asleep on the floor. Most of the time when I'm awake during the day, I get my sleep on the floor, on the couch. I used to sleep in the car all the time. When college was in session. Shit, I'd sleep on the floor at school. Yeah, or I'll just fucking like black out in my bed. I'll like lay down like an old person, be like, oh, my back and my feet, and then I'll just like, and I'll wake up at fucking 2 a.m. Hello, Lucy! Lucy, your voice started blasting through my car today. When I was out, I had my liked videos on shuffle, and I got to listen to your voice while I drove. Anyways, hajime mashou. I'm trying to remember what video it was. I think it was like difference between ducks and geese. It goes off in the library study years before. Dude, I did that once. I put my head down for a couple minutes and I got fucking yelled at by some old man. I was so grumpy. I should have reported him. I really should. Alright. Intros aside, hello everybody. Thank you for meeting me in this high school, abandoned high school room I'm in. This room I'm in at the school that we all go to together. At 8:17 p.m. I hope you all are having a good day. Today we're going over the spring 2026 animes, and then don't say high school, preschool. This is my escape. Oh my bad. Okay, we're all in middle school. Yeah, we're all so youthful together. That's better. I don't know if I hated high school or middle school more. Both were pretty hellish. College, I guess. Uni, I don't know what the difference is between uni and college. Because apparently, college is like less fancy than university. Apparently. Not college, okay. Preschool then. Yes, we're all in preschool. We're all very, very sophisticated preschoolers. I thought they were the same thing. Me too. But when I was like, oh, I'm going to university now, it's my second year of college. Everyone's like, oh, it's your first time going to university. And I quickly learned that if it's your first year in university, you just get treated like it's your first year in college. And kind of, because community college wasn't really... Community college was a nice, like, leeway into uni. I can't believe that, like, people go straight from high school to uni. But also, I guess people who go straight from high school to uni have so much, like, money that they don't really get as stressed as, like, someone who needs to go to community college would. But I can't imagine, bro. Google Gaga anime opinions. What's a Google Gaga anime opinion? One Piece good? Well, what do Google Gaga is like? Naruto? Precure? Anything not community college is uni? I think, like, yeah, like community college is college, and college is like, college is, I think, any higher education that is not like trade school or like beauty school. I think like degree pursuing schools. But I think university is like state university is University of blank. Universities are a little more fancy, I think. I could be... Actually, I'm just gonna Google it, because I don't like... being stupid. Okay. A college focuses on the undergraduate degrees like bachelor's and associate degrees, and a university offers both undergrad and advanced graduate degrees like master's and doctorates. I guess there it is. Cornell College and Cornell University. I forgot that Cornell is like a thing. I hear it mentioned a lot in shows a lot. Alright. Now that we've got that important question out of the way, I have a piece of something stuck in my braces. I had such yummy tonkotsu ramen today, as foreshadowed in the last stream, with a shit ton of pink pickled ginger. Oh, it was great. It was just the best. Alright, I got my slides. And my long-winded explanation. This is Anime Club meeting number 26. I hope you guys like this cute slide. This is the theme of the slides for today. Pink, I want strawberry milk. Get some, bro. We're going over the last anime season, and then we have, after next Anime Club, we just have... Actually, not one more. After this, we are caught up on the seasons. So next season will be summer 2026. And we will be all caught up. We won't be behind anymore. Exciting. I can't wait either. I will say, two things about the season. There are not very many things that are not serieses. So there's not very many movies, OVAs or ONAs or specials. And for whatever reason, it was like a... Oh yeah, we're in spring. Or, oh, you thought, like, we're currently in spring? This is summer. Summer, technically. There's a lot of series, and secondly, this is a fucking yap sesh of a season. So for whatever reason, every single series almost had, like, the biggest fucking block of text ever. And there's a lot, so it's gonna look like probably just a big white square to you guys, but that's okay because I read everything, so I can't stop fucking burping. So lucky for me, I get to read the pages after pages of text, and you guys get to sit back and listen. Isn't that fun? Okay. JoJo Part 7 started this spring, so that's pretty hype. I think I saw it, but I could be wrong. Because I was trying to figure out if it was JoJo or not. Oh, goodbye, Toaster. Good luck. Yeah. Additionally, my mouth still hurts with my braces. They're pretty brutal right now. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I always try to ask to paint a picture every time they adjust them. But I'm not really sure, but it hurts really bad. But, I'll do my best. And there's something else I wanted to say. I don't know. It was something about the animes this season. Think. Something big block of text. Oh, I was trying to find a little, like, paragraph condenser. And these tools existed back when I was in high school before AI. But now it's all AI. So I was trying to find one that wasn't AI, and I found one, and it was so fucking shit, it didn't make any sense at all. And so I just gave up and just pasted the raw paragraphs in here. I used to either read and summarize the synopsises myself, or I would use some sort of paragraph summarizer, but I realized that a lot of the paragraph summarizers just use AI anyway. And so for like I would kind of go back and forth between trying to find a new one and then realizing it used AI, and then like handwriting it myself, and then trying to find a new one and then realizing that one either used AI or switched to AI. And then so I just started pasting it. So as for whatever reason, the synopsises, I feel like they get longer and longer each season. To the point where like I cannot read all of them and summarize them all right now. But I need to start like reading them like a week in advance. But I used to be able to do these slides like in 2 hours, but I feel like every season the synopsises get longer and longer. And I don't know. So I gotta figure it out, but there's gonna be... Oh, thank you, Rapid Cougar. Welcome, welcome. I feel like there's going to be intimidating blocks of text here, but don't get scared because we're in it together, alright? We're in it together and I will read all of it with joy and happiness, as I always do. 1 second, I'm gonna turn on the light. My window blinds are all fucked up. Alright, let me get comfy. Let me pick an autism position. I have such a fear of like whatever chair I'm sitting on breaking and breaking my femurs. I'm really scared. Like I cannot relax when I'm sitting down for this reason. Alright. I'm gonna do some exposure therapy and sit in a femur breaking position. Alright. Hajime Masho. I don't want to say goodbye to this cute little slide, but I'll go. So for those who are new, here is our order of events. Let me know if I'm too loud because I just got really close to the mic. Alright. Here are order of events for those who are new. We're going to do our icebreaker. We're going to go over the 2026 spring animes. We're going to do a fun fact. And then we will wrap it up. There is no anime voting this week because we are watching Code Geass. And then next week there will be anime voting. Alright, let's go. So our icebreaker is... I'm at the point where I'm worried that I need to start writing these down because I feel like I'm going to start repeating them. But our icebreaker is... What anime do you love but would hate to live in? Now, love here doesn't have to mean love. It could just mean like storyline that you think is good. Or anime that you think is good. Not necessarily love, or like worlds that you think are cool. I have two that come to mind. I would say Code Geass. I would say Made in Abyss, definitely. Because Made in Abyss is so scary. And secondly, I would say Gachakuchi, Gachiakuta. Because it just looks like a shitty place to live in, I'm gonna be real. Cookies or Grimlagan while it's happening. While it's happening. The tragedy, most One Piece. I don't know how bad the state of One Piece is. I like anime, well I'm so glad. How are you, Samantha? Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else. I guess Attack on Titan, definitely. Maybe Black Butler. Actually, I don't know if I think I wouldn't mind living in Black Butler. It's kind of spooky, but the base can be pretty bad depending on where you live. Isn't there like insane injustice? It would be boring and limited unless you were powerful. But then it'd be scary. But Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy is so happy. What's your favorite anime? I would say my favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball in general. Or Full Metal Alchemist. Should I answer first? I feel feel bad to continue. I feel like this is such a charged question. I don't want to leave it. And also, these slides are kind of eye candy for me. I fucking love this aesthetic. Alright. Tsugi. So, let's go. First off, the series. Oh, hello, Tom Tom. Thank you. Kachan. I forgot that was the notif noise. Kachan. Thank you, Tom Tom. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. DBZ would probably be pretty harsh to live in, depending on what arc you're in. Oh yeah, or what dimension? Dimension universe? Because if you're in Goku Black's dimension, you get fucking killed. Because isn't like Future Trunks' dimension just like destroyed? Or isn't there two separate? Is there two separate Future Trunks, or did he just have his like whole world destroyed like 2 times in a row with Cell and Goku Black? Black is dead, so it's probably chill. Did Beerus like undo everything he did? Future Trunks is like a victim too. He's just being groomed by a 40-year-old woman. Sad to see. I'm gonna put on lip balm so I don't peel my lips off. Okay. So on to the series, or I guess let's start with the series. Series is anime series is, yeah. And I don't know why the exclamation mark is so small. I tried to figure it out when I was editing, but our first series is Witch Hat Atelier. Atelier. 8.50 out of 10. 13 episodes, 13 plus. There's some super pretty art of this, but I mean, this art's pretty good, but there was a lot of pretty art of this one. In a world where witches wield breathtaking magic, Coco, coming from a humble background, often wishes she were born one herself. This already reminds me of Little Witch Academia a little bit. After all, the secret behind casting magic is strictly guarded from non-witches, but when Coco manages to catch a glimpse of the witch Quiffrey casting a spell, her revelation on the truth behind magic drastically alters the course of her life. However, Coco's curiosity pays a steep price when a disastrous spell cast in ignorance brings a tragic fate upon her beloved mother. Quiffrey takes the shaken girl in. I have to burp so bad, recognizing both her resolve to save her mother and her link to a group of forbidden magic heretics. Secrets are a heavy burden, and between navigating a society that views her as an uninvited guest and mastering the art of magic, Coco must give her all to prove her worth as a witch. I think I've heard this one is good too. This one slaps. It looks good. I enjoyed Little Witch Academia. I need to watch, is it Maho? Witchy Precure. I think it has 2 names. But the witch themed Precure season, I need to watch that as well. What's your favorite movie? Anime movie or movie in general? I swear, whenever I start talking on stream, I just start like burping non-stop. I do this thing where like every time I watch a movie, I'm like, wow, like assuming it was a good movie, I'm like, wow, that was the best movie I've ever seen. It. I did it more when I was like a kid. Like, anytime I was asked what my favorite movie was, I just say the one that I watched most recently. But honestly, movies are pretty like, I mean, I'm pretty easy to satisfy with movies, honestly. I feel like series I'm more harsh on because it feels like more of a waste of time. Have you ever seen Pacific Rim? Yes, one time I was trying really hard to get a boy to like me, so I was like, oh my gosh, we should watch a bunch of boyish movies together. That's actually how I got into Lord of the Rings. Was I was like, we should watch. Actually, I mean, I liked Lord of the Rings, so I wasn't like into it, but I'd watch it if it was on. But I was like, we should watch Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Pacific Rim, the fucking, is it Battleship with Rihanna? And I think I wanted to watch, is it Black Hawk Down? I haven't seen that one, but I watched Pacific Rim, and honestly, there's this one Pacific Rim edit I found a couple months ago, and I've watched it like 80 times. I don't know why. Probably because it's tough, but I quite enjoy Pacific Rim. I'm really sad that there's not... Is there really not a second movie? I cannot believe that. I like Black Panther. Honestly, I think... What's the one? The ones that go through space? I like that one. Honestly, I like any Marvel movie I watch. I just really have not watched enough. Favorite food? Oh geez, probably sushi. Sushi sashimi. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. I like that one. I like the villain in it. I had a crush on him when I was like 10. I have not seen Infinity War, surprisingly. I don't think this one looks mid. I think it, is my heater on? It did that thing where like it kind of smells toasty in the winter. I don't think so. Alright. I think I'm gonna give this one a chance because it's rated pretty high. Yeah, I need to watch the... I think I've seen the second... Ow. I think I've seen the second one too. I keep kicking my desk. Alright. Next. Diamonds of the Shadow Realm. This is not a typo. If any were Indian were great. Especially if you kept with the build up through the movies leading up to them. I really need to like sit and watch all of the Marvel's movies. Or all of the Marvel movies. All of Marvel's movies. That's what I meant to say. 7.8510. What the fuck? Out of 10. 24 episodes. We got a 24 episode anime this season. It's pretty cool. And rated R. That means that someone's gonna die or there's gonna be boobies. This is the one that I tried to do the summarizer on, and this is already a slightly confusing synopsis, and the summary made it just like pure fucking gibberish, dude. I don't know. It was so confusing. So I just went with the original. In an isolated village, two twins are born, separated by day and night. It is years later, and while the older brother Yudu has become a hunter of animals, his sister Asa has been locked away in a cage. Slave? Ordered to perform a special duty that prohibits her from meeting more than a few select individuals. On an otherwise inconspicuous day... inconspicuous. My bad. I'm actually losing my mind. I was drinking. If you guys hear me go quiet, I'm not like going insane. I'm sipping my coffee. I don't know if the mic picks it up, but I didn't want anybody to think that I was just like taking multiple moments to compose myself, but my fucking ears are like popped popped for no reason, and I am restraining like endless burps, and my nose is stuffed. So basically my head feels like there's like a towel inside of it from all from all angles. When I first started streaming, it was kind of like a joke. I would joke about burping, but it wasn't like that much of a problem. But now it's like, I don't want to call it a problem. People burp, but it is a direct correlation and causation that when I stream, immediately I just can't stop burping. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the science behind it is. I really don't know. So if anybody has the answer, please let me know. I don't really care until I can feel it creeping up in my throat and it affects it affects how I talk for like a second. I think I've seen this one around, don't know much about it though. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna continue reading though. I just had to bitch and moan for a second there. I'm not that upset about it. I just call myself a bitcher and moaner a lot. Where was I? I think I'm right after select individuals. On an otherwise inconspicuous day, a group of armed men riding in helicopters. Really? I did not pick up that there were helicopters. I thought this was like some samurai era. And helicopters referred to as dragons by the citizens assaults the village in search of Yudu, killing every adult on sight. Damn. When Yudu attempts to meet up with Asa and flee, he finds a dead body. And on top of that, the person who killed her claims to be Yudu's true twin sister by a man named Ryu Dera Tadera. Long name. An outsider who frequently visits the village. However, it is not long before the two are cornered. In a last-ditch effort, Dera makes Yudu give a gift to the deity of the village, summoning a pair of diamonds, whose existence is bound to reveal the truth behind these chaotic events. That was confusing, but I'm sure it will make more sense once I watch it. I think I'm gonna give it a chance. I mean, its rating isn't too low, you know? The art looks pretty cool. The synopsis sounds cool enough. I think I'll give it a try. I think so. I think we're off to a good start. There are some seasons where I gotta warn you guys, and I'm like, warning everything, this season is fucking shit. But lucky for me, or lucky for us, this season is not like that. But it tends to be the fall. The fall seasons really tend to be rough, so I guess, or yeah, fall, not summer. I guess it's gonna sneak up on us soon. The shitty seasons. I bet they're coming, bro. Alright. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. Well. I wonder who the first is. I guess we're gonna find out. 7.79 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Why is she the second? I don't know. Well, look at her. She's fucking ugly. Can't you see it? She's got a little shark plushie. Oh, that's cute. I feel bad now. And they're eating pizza. First year high school student Maki Maihara expects to spend his school life quietly, unable to keep up with the conversations around him, and dedicating his free time to video games and B-list movies. What is B-list? I think it's really good. The last anime and B-list movies, but by some wondrous chance, his self-introduction on the first day of class catches the attention of Umi Asanagi, a classmate known among the boys as the second cutest girl in class, just behind her best friend, Yu Amami. It turns out that Asanagi secretly shares Maihara's, I keep wanting to say Maihara's hobbies, which sparks a genuine connection between the two. Despite being part of the most popular circle in class, Asanagi begins spending her Fridays at Maihara's home instead. The two pass the time playing games, watching movies, reading manga, and sharing junk food away from the attention of their classmates. Before long, it becomes there's so much stuff in my nose. Before long, it becomes their weekly routine, creating a friendship that acts as a respite amid their very different social standings. I think it looks cute. Honestly, in the past, I would have been like, this looks fine, but I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna spend my time on more interesting stuff, like the summer Hikaru died, or like AOT when it was still airing, or I don't know, more like interesting dramatic animes. But I not that I'm against slice of life, because I love like Fruits Basket and Clannad, but they have quite dramatic undertones. But I have come to like appreciate little calm animes like this. Not that I ever actively dislike them in the first place, but I tend to like overlook them and not put them on my priority list, but they've kind of grown on me. Like animes like Lucky Star, I guess. Привет, Милашка. Приветики. Как дела? It's nice to have like a cute little calm anime like this where like, especially as like an adult, or I guess even as a teenager, if you just had the fucking worst day of your life, sometimes all you want to do is just see two anime characters where the biggest problem in their life is like having a crush on someone who doesn't like you back. I'm at work right now. Oh, hello! Do you guys remember when that person said, that guy said he put me on the gym TV? And he had a little after-school gym class of kids. He put me on the TV. Seems my 50 pages is actually 60 pages. So I'm just gonna mentally kill myself tomorrow, bro. Oh my god. Remember when I wrote that fucking long-ass research paper in 2 hours and I got 99% and it raised my GPA up like 10 points? I never watched Lucky Star. I tried to watch it when I was like 9, and I remember the first episode, or the second, there was a long ass sequence focused on the proper way to eat an eclair, and that really bored me, so I dropped it. I've been sharing this? Okay, yes I did. Anyways, I think I'll give this a chance purely for what I said. I think some, like, these little simple animes, they're like a cute little comfort. I have learned to appreciate them a bit more. That not everything has to be super dramatic and super entertaining to be alright and worth watching. The main character has the same V as Suzumiya. The girl? I don't know, is Suzumiya, who is Suzumiya? I know the name, but there's like multiple anime characters with that name. This anime was pretty good. I read the manga and then forgot about it. Oh, I was gonna ask. I was thinking of, for Anime Club, for one of the voting options to have a manga, but I don't know how that would fit in our 4-tier voting list. Because YouTube only has 4, so I guess that wouldn't work. It doesn't really make sense. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up. I find that Lucky Star's pacing kind of worked better in manga format. Anime took some getting used to. That makes sense. Jobless Reincarnation Season 3 of Summer Anime? I haven't looked at the summer animes yet, actually. So I'm not sure. Marriage Toxin. 7.58 out of 10. 13 episodes, 13 plus. For centuries, the Poison Masters have perfected the art of assassination. Among them, the Ghetto family stands as one of the 5 most powerful families of masters. Wielding unmatched skill and influence, Hikaru Ghetto, heir to this famous bloodline, has lived his life deep in the shadows of the underground, far removed from love or marriage. Forgot about it. However, to ensure the Poison Master bloodline does not die out, the head of the Ghetto family declares that Hikaru's sister will be forced to bear an heir. Forced to get pregnant? Forced impregnation? Soon after, Hikaru crosses paths with Mei Kinosaki, a brilliant marriage swindler who also happens to be his current assassination target. Oh, this is messy. Determined to protect his sister and solve the succession problem himself, Hikaru makes an unexpected request on the spot asking me to help him get married. Good morning, dobro trachka. Konnichiwa. I think I saw this and I was like, I'm gonna watch that. I don't remember why though. Other than the cover looked interesting. And it doesn't look boring, it's like unique. And you guys know I like unique animes. A lesbian sister. Is that so? Yes, that is. It's in this season. I saw it. I actually haven't played the game. I quite like Needy Girl Overdose, but I haven't played the game. Chainsmoke Cat Girl. Chainsmoke Cat Girl is summer, I believe. So it's coming up, but yes, I've seen both. I don't know if I enjoy Chainsmoke Cat Girl. Everything I've seen of it has been against my will. One second. My eyes got like eye goo over them. They got like foggy. Okay. Totally, this is just a battle shonen with some romance. Battle shonen? Supposedly, it looks like a drama slice of life. I think it's really good. Really, really good. That's an interesting way to work. I just saw the fart scene. And I don't even know if that's the only fart scene. I doubt it. Oh, and the squirt scene. Like dun. Eminence in the Shadows. I haven't... I think I know the name, but I don't know much about it. I can't stop burping. I also can't burp on command. I'm really sure that life would be much easier if I could. I'm jealous of anybody who can burp on command. Genuinely best anime of the summer. Really? Really? I can't believe that. I can't get behind it. I just don't see it. Yes, bro. It's so stupid. Is it good because it's stupid? And peak? Stupid and peak? Well, I guess if Toaster says so. Ah, there's a hair on my hand. Gross. I hate when I get hair on me, bro. Chainsmoker Cat is wild. Both incredibly funny and kind of depressing at the same time. I guess I should watch it if it's what everybody's watching. It's kind of cringe. What I saw was cringe. The Ramparts of Ice, 8.24 out of 10. 14 episodes, 13 plus. Almost cried? What? A cried of like terror and fear or of emotion? On the surface, high school student Koyuki Koyun Hikawa seems unapproachable and terrifying to most other students. In reality, Koyun is just insecure and prone to overthinking due to her uncomfortable experiences in middle school. However, her chance encounter with two boys in school, Minato Amamiya and Yota Hino, sparks a change in her. Like her friend Miki Azumi, the boys are never afraid to approach Koyun and see her for who she really is. Although Koyun starts spending more time with Miki, Minato, and Yota, she finds herself torn between her newfound bliss and her fear of getting too attached to others. Meanwhile, each of her friends quietly struggles with their own challenges. But as the new friend group continues to navigate high school together, Koyun and the others start to break out of their shells and enjoy their adolescence to the fullest. This looks like it's going to be messy as fuck. I feel like there's going to be some sort of messy relationship and screaming and crying. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna turn down my AC a little bit, or in this case, turn it up. I want it to be cooler in here. That's what I meant to say. So I'll be back real quick. BRB. Hello. I did a bad thing and I was desperate to blow my nose, so I put a bunch of bulldog sauce on a bunch of hot Cheetos, and then I topped it with chili crisp oil, and now I'm in pain, but it's okay because I can breathe through my nose and talk normally now. But I'm gonna go heat up my coffee in hopes that the steam opens my nose more, so I'll be back. Hello. My mouth is on fire. I'm dripping with snot and I'm ready to continue. I'm just glad I can breathe. I hope this lasts a bit longer. And it's not one of those things where my nose instantly clogs again. Hot Cheetos with bulldog and chili oil on it though. That's brutal, bro. But it worked. Alright, what did I miss? Oh, and I have my coffee. Coffee. Okay, I didn't miss a whole lot. I think I'm gonna watch this one because I kind of want to watch more slice of life and drama. I've heard that things like Peach Girl are kind of like rage bait, but I kind of miss being like a girl who watches just a shit ton of just like dramatic ass high schoolers with messy ass relationships and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. I don't know if this is certainly gonna be like that, but I just want to watch more more messy shit, you know? I want to watch more messy shit. And be like a wine mom watching her reality TV. That'll be me. Except I'm a Guinness girl and not a wine mom, and I'm watching anime. Yosh. Gyarus can't be kind to otaku. Gyaru anime. Yes, this was called Gal, and I changed it to get Gyaru because calling it Gal pisses me off. Lame? Why is it lame? 7.46 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. High school student Takuya Seo regards himself as more than an extraordinary otaku. He is a connoisseur of glittermon. Sanitized? Oh, she's not gyaru enough? A niche anime aimed at younger audiences. Having been bullied in the past, Seo wishes to hide his unconventional interests from the people who simply do not understand. Yet he cannot help but rave about what excites him before catching himself a small misunderstanding. What? Oh, before catching himself. A small misunderstanding leads Seo to mention Glittermon in front of his gyaru classmate, Kotoko Ichichi, unexpectedly. It catches the attention of Kayomane, Ichichi's best friend, who proves to be familiar with the series. Rather than dismissing him, Amane instead helps bring Ichichi into the conversation, as well drawing Seo into an unexpected connection with the two classmates he had always assumed would never be kind to someone like him. That was like a long run-on sentence. I was struggling to read that. Hello, Pew Pew, how are you? The opening is pretty fire. It looks kind of, I mean, it looks cute. I'll give it a chance just because, for Gyaru's sake. How are you? I'm as well. I'm glad we're both today. Next. Nippon, Sangoku, the three nations of the Crimson Sun. When I saw this, I was like, is this land of the rising sun propaganda? Definitely seems fun from the clips I've seen. I haven't seen any clips of it, but I kind of sometimes avoid new anime clips because I like to be surprised when I do these, so I am excited to dive in. And this is like me blind reacting to these synopsises as well. 8.54 out of 10, high rating, 12 episodes, rated R. This art style scares me. And I think it's just this angle, but it looks almost like rotoscoped. The pinnacle of modern civilization. The pinnacle, known as Japan, is now long forgotten. Oh my god, it's gone? Ravaged by civil war and technological collapse. Japan has regressed into a post-Meiji era society and is now divided into 3 imperial territories known as Yamato, Buo, and Sei. Fun fact, in Japan on like legal documents, when it asks like your birth year and it's just labeled as like, I think the eras, like Meiji and shit, like I think it's emperor's names, I don't know, but I always got so fucking confused when I had to answer that question because I didn't know what it was talking about at all, and no one had ever brought that up in like things to know before you move to Japan videos. It was always like, don't tip, be quiet on public transit, and it was never shit like actual stuff like that. I'm not crying. I'm a very happy human girl. However, Aoteru Misumi, a 15-year-old literature enthusiast, dreams to bring back the culture and technology that once made the pride of his country. Although unwilling to turn his theoretical knowledge into concrete action at first, a tragic turn of events drives Aoteru to head to Osaka in hopes of enlisting in the army and eventually uniting the country under his own banner. Osaka, once of the 3 jewels of Kansai, has become a crime-ridden city where Aoteru almost loses his life. Luckily, he encounters a fellow ambitious young man named Yoshitsune. These names are hard for me to pronounce today. Asama, who pursues the same dream. With outdated strategic prowess and Yoshitsune's masterful swordsmanship, the two now embark on a journey to restore the former glory of Japan. Never mind, I changed my mind. This looks peak. This looks pretty fun. Warp. I'm not warping being a human. My insides are very squishy and red and bloody, just like yours. So, there you go. And I too cry when I get sad. But doesn't know Yoshitsune. It's a hard word. It's hard to pronounce when you can't close your mouth all the way. Ah, good coffee. Okay, see, I'm watching that. I want to end this love game. First of all, cute cover, bro. Look at. We got really good cover art this season. They really went all out. 7.42 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Meh. For 4 years, childhood friends Yukiya Asagi and Miku Sakura, that's such an anime name, Miku Sakura, have been playing something they call the love game, really. The rules are simple. They declare love to one another, and the first one to blush loses. Yukiya is set on winning against Miku, going as far as to read her favorite manga and change his appearance. But no matter what he does, Miku always seems to be one step ahead. Now in high school, Yukiya and Miku have slightly changed the rules of the game. They can do just about anything to fluster the other party and force them to admit defeat. But it usually ends in a tie. 3 AM for me. It is 9:11 PM for me now. 9:11. But it usually ends in a tie. Their true feelings could not be more apparent, yet the stubborn pair refuses to stop. I can't stop burping! And there's all sorts of gurgles in my throat. The goblins in me demand to be let out. Yet the stubborn pair refuses to stop the game, even if they can barely control their growing affection. Should I sleep? It depends if you're sleepy. Hello, bowl of ramen from the void. How are you? Kind of like Kaguya-sama Love is War. I need to watch that still. But this looks fun. I need to get on these like 12 episode animes because they seem like they're easy to watch. So 11 AM for me. Oh, 12 hours away. How fun, we're little time zone twins. Alright, mayhaps I'm just in a good mood, but I don't think so. I mean, I'm not unhappy. But mayhaps my good mood is affecting my judgment on the animes, but I don't think so. I think that we have had much worse seasons before, and we got a better selection of animes this season, so I'm more open to watching. This one had a really pretty art. I did put 2 examples on here today, but I heavily recommend looking up this anime and looking up the cover art for it to see all the other art for it, because it's very pretty. Oh yeah, you're on the other side. I'm not in a good mood. Why is that? What happened, Pew Pew? Agents of the 4 Seasons, Dance of Spring. 7.73 out of 10. 14 episodes, 13 plus. 14's kind of odd, right? For centuries, the task of bringing the seasons has been carried out by the Agents of the 4 Seasons. Ooh, I do like nature and elemental themed. What's themed? I have a fucking speech impediment after getting braces, bro. Ah! Dude, I almost choked on my spit. But your voice makes me better. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like my voice. Because it is pissing me the fuck off right now. Because I have so much mucus and goo and fucking semen in my throat. There's so much fucking moisture in there. And white shit that I coughed up. And I need to eat more hot sauce. Because oh my god. It's getting better though. Huh? No. I can explain. Mostly in the fiction. I don't have a specific genre I'm into, I think I do lean more towards like action and like shonens. Because I'm just such a tomboy. I'm just not like other girls. But and yaoi, actually no, I like yaoi. I will target yaoi. I guess I do have a genre I like. Okay. Okay. I know, guys. I know. I'm just so unique and interesting. It's really hard being so cool. Anyways, oh my god, my feet are so sweaty. I'm sorry, guys. Ignore that. That wasn't very hashtag pink-haired anime girl of me. Actually, I'm gonna change how I'm sitting. I don't want my sweaty feet on my new chair. I'll get in the femur breaker position even though I'm scared. Anyways, as I was saying, and my ADHD took me for a little ride there. I like seasonal / elemental themed worlds and shows like the Disney Fairy series, Avatar. What else? I can't think of anything else. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, I like them, so this looks cool to me. Oh yeah, Genshin Impact. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Individuals whose godlike powers make them an easy target for covetous groups. Do you have a gun? I do! How did you know? I have 2 guns. Actually, no, I have 3 guns. I have a Glock. Actually, why am I sharing all my information on the internet? That's not nice. I shouldn't do that. What if somebody comes and tries to take them? Ube cake or banana cake? Banana cake. I love bananas. But ube is close. I like ube, but bananas have a soft spot. I like bananas. Spying on you. Oh boy. Do I have a stalker? Am I gonna a tap on the window again? That actually scared the shit out of me, bro. It's almost a year since that happened. It's just crazy that happened while I was streaming. That like I got that on, and you guys heard it. Scared the shit out of me, dude. I didn't even have my gun at that time because I had just moved here, so my gun was with my grandpa still. Anyways, one such group, the rebels, orchestrate an attack on the agents to save the others. The agent of spring, Hinagiku Kaio, allows herself to be captured and disappears from the face of the earth. Oh, okay, goodbye. Despite the lack of help, even from her own village, Hinagiku's guard, Sakura Himedaka, believes she is still alive somewhere and refuses to go with the search. Against all odds, Hinagiku... Did I read that right? Hinagiku is found 10 years later. However, the traumatic event caused a massive shift in her personality. Thanks to Sakura's encouragement, Hinagiku gets the courage to summon the season that was once lost. In order to move forward, the duo must face the past that haunts them, and demons willing to destroy everything to achieve their goals. Very pretty art, I'll say again. And then here's another example. And there's even more art like this. As I said, I heavily implore you guys to go take a little look-see at this series' promo art and covers. Because it really is eye candy. I'll give this one a watch. It does sound very dramatic. It sounds like it's right up my alley, right up my ass. Alright, next. Mistress Conan is devilishly easy. This reminds me of this one like super old anime from like 2000 something. And like it kind of like the girl kind of looked like this pink-haired one that's here, but she didn't have pigtails, and I think she had like cat eyes, and I don't remember if she was like a cat girl or a demon. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. And her name might have been Kanan as well. I don't know if I'm just like filling in the blanks and the gaps in my memory. I don't know. I was moving something. cannot remember the name of what I'm talking about, but it was like early 2000s. Anywho, 7.09 out of 10. Does the 09 really matter? I don't know. 7.09 out of 10. Looks stupid. Hate it. Hate it. Kanan. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the bio. I started to read the bio. I didn't finish reading the little blipper at the top. Blipper? 12 episodes, 13 plus. Anyways, Kanan is a demon who descends upon the human world with one goal: to feast on the sweetest delicacy of all: young human souls, disguised as a high schooler. She sets her sights on her first target, an unassuming boy named Yoji Kyogi. But just as she prepares to claim her meal, things take a very unexpected turn. Is she a succubus? Unexpected turn. Instead of devouring him, Kanan ends up forming a romantic contract with Yoji. For someone who's lived for millennia without experiencing love, navigating high school romance proves more terrifying than any hunt. Between awkward dates, hand-holding, mishaps, and feelings she can't quite name, the once proud demon finds herself flustered at every turn. Is she a succubus? I can't tell. What if I came into your house and stole your guns? You can try. I sound like a fucking conservative. You can try to steal my guns, but you're gonna get shot and killed because I fantasize about killing people. And shut myself up for it. Well, that took a turn. I was expecting to be like, I'm gonna steal your guns and then like rob you. Is you gotta watch to find out? I guess I do. I don't know, this one isn't doing it for me. I might skip it. For now. Kill Blue. 7.33 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Rumors say that Ogami. Ogami. I haven't seen a Japanese name spelled like that. Oh thank god, I booped again. Juzo Ogami, a middle-aged professional hitman, will assassinate anyone for an adequate reward. The hearsay could not be further away from the truth, though, as he has a personal rule to only kill those who are truly evil and irredeemable. But due to starting his killing career early, Ogami never experienced a normal childhood, and he regrets some of the choices he has made over the years. However, Ogami's life takes a drastic turn when, after another seemingly regular job, a mysterious wasp stings him with venom, which reverts his body to the form of a teenager. Although taken aback, Ogami soon receives a mission that is perfect for his new body. He needs to blend into and investigate a private middle school where his boss is enrolling his daughter next year. Despite failing to leave a good first impression on his classmates, Ogami quickly falls in love with schoolwork. Moreover, he discovers that his classmate Norin Mitsuoka has connections to the company that created the very same wasp that stung him. Wasp creation company that turns people into teenagers? As he befriends Norin and other students, Ogami sets out to enjoy the little things about being a teenager while searching for a way to restore his body. Bro, you could put me on like 8 different drugs and I would never be able to come up with this plotline right here, bro. It's crazy what people be coming up with. This is crazy. Maybe if I watch it, it'll make more sense. Cause I remember when I read the synopsis for Gacha Kuchi, I was like, that sounds like a lot, bro. That sounds like a lot that doesn't make sense, but as I watched it, it made more sense. I got scared it falls in love, bro. I can't tell if I'm like de-evolving because I went like when I was a teenager, I wasn't like fiending for a relationship or anything, but I still had like that like I still fantasized about being in a relationship, you know? And then as I got older, like I went from being like, okay, I'm not actively searching for a relationship, but if somebody asked me out, like, I wouldn't be against it, right? And something happened in the last, like, 2 years where I was just like, no. No. I am so scared of a relationship now. I don't know why. It might just be the way the dating pool is now, but I don't know, bro. I have such an aversion to it at the moment. And I can't tell if I, like, de-evolved. When chat waiting for Ray Zero, Season 4, Part 2, in August 12th. That's so specific. I have not started Ray Zero yet. And it was so hyped up when I was a kid, too. Anyways, I kind of want to give this a chance to see what the fuck is going on. But only out of curiosity, I'm not dying to know. How long do you stream for? I tend to stream for about 2 hours to 6 hours on average. It depends. Anime Club tends to be about 2 hours on average. Sometimes more. Next. A liar game. This blonde guy is kind of cute. 8.38 out of 10. There was no episode count for this, which is weird because this is last season. So I didn't know if it's just still airing or if there's just truly no confirmed episode count. I really don't know. And 13 plus. Now Kanzaki, I wanted to say Kanazaki. Now Kanzaki is honest to a fault, uncorrupted and virtuous. Now is the perfect target for a large-scale scheme, the so-called liar game. Suddenly in possession of 100 million yen, she is expected to steal the same amount from her assigned opponent, her former middle school teacher, or face crushing debt. Trusting her teacher without question, now quickly realizes that she is trapped. To gain an advantage, now comes in contact with Shinichi Akiyama. Poggers. Oh, thank you, Pew Pew. 12 __. Thank you. I don't know how specific I gotta read the usernames. I always give you guys nicknames habitually. Where was I? I was gonna say something else too. Oh, I'll come into your stream again unless I'm up late. Well, it's so sad. This is the last time we're seeing each other. Goodbye, Pew Pew 12. I can't believe there are people out there that, like, it's not common for them to stay up till 3. I thought that was like anybody who games or watches anime would stay up that late. Maybe like once every month, maybe? My feet are so sweaty, bro. Or they might just be like condensating. Where was I? Okay. Now comes in contact with Shinichi Akiyama, a brilliant con artist just released from prison. Oh boy. Though Akiyama has no real reason to help the naive girl, he ends up aiding her victory. However, driven by her unwavering sense of justice, now chooses to continue into the next round, and Akiyama, unwilling to leave her to fail, joins her in the liar game. Participants are accepted and required to deceive, manipulate, and betray, or be buried in lifelong debt. Squid Game? Yet now, with the help of Akiyama's genius, is determined to beat the game without abandoning her morals, and prove that generosity and sincerity will always prevail. My nose stuffed up again while reading that. Top 3 anime. I think Fullmetal Alchemist #1. DBZ 2. Gurren Lagann 3. I'll have a great day. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry you don't like your name. It's kind of cute. It's like the TikTok censorship. Oh my god, I have so much acne right now. I want to watch this kind of. art style is slightly annoying me, but it kind of reminds me of Death Note's art style. And I didn't like Death Note's art style when I was a kid, but it grew on me, so... Amogus. That's how you didn't name code Yas. This is because you're on the fraud watch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't watch Guden. You gotta watch Guden. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch this one. I think that's all I have to say about it. I was gonna say something else. Oh my god, my nose is so stuffed. I don't know what it is. Yes, Chris Ally. No. Did you see BB Nose's official response to people calling BB Nose Israeli? Do you like drama shows? A little bit. It depends. I mean, I like good shows in general. Kill la Kill and Okami ga Kill. I used to get those two mixed up. I still kind of do. Okay. Hey Ichigo, you poor thing. I'll pray for you. What? Because my nose is stuffy? Thank you, Spike. Yeah, I don't know. I never said I'm going. Oh, my bad. You like dramas? You should watch Clanad. It's very messy. Dude, I feel like all 5 of my senses are fucked up right now. Because my ears are muffled. Like they're gonna pop. Or like they popped or whatever. My eyes are, I mean, they're doing their thing. My eyes are a little tired, but I'm not tired. My eyes are just like heavy. They've been getting heavy recently. And I can't stop burping. I have a stuffy nose. There's a demon inside me that wants to be let out. I'm rubbing my big bloated belly right now. And on top of that, I'm dizzy. But I've been dizzy. But I'm not lightheaded. Which is interesting because usually those two things go together at the same time. Thank you. I don't know what it is. I think I just have like a skill issue. Because I don't even necessarily feel bad. I don't feel bad. I feel fine. There's just like 6 different things happening with my senses right now. But I hope you guys don't notice. And I hope I sound normal. But if I sound off, that's why. And also because of my braces hurting. Yeah, after the great piracy destruction thing of a couple months ago, even a lot of the streaming sites I use, their servers are still broken now. After the main ones were taken down. I didn't cry for anything on Clanad except Fuko's sister's wedding. I don't know why. That part always makes me ugly cry. Nothing else makes me ugly cry. I don't know what it is. Alright, next. Akane Banashi. Okay, when I saw this, I was like, is this a fucking like collab between multiple animes? Because this girl looks like the Dandadan girl. And this smiling guy looks like that one smiling guy from Bleach. And I feel like a lot of these anime characters on the side look like already existing anime characters too. Yeah, watch Clanad, bro. 7.94 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. From a young age, Akane Osaki has always loved to watch her father, Toru, practice and perform rakugo, a form of traditional Japanese comedic storytelling. Rakugo performers are split into 3 ranks, with the highest, Shinuchi, only granted to the very best performers after they pass a difficult promotion test. When Toru takes the exam, Akane experiences her father putting on a stellar performance in front of a big crowd and judges. But the strict main judge, Isho Arakawa, still fails him, forcing him to quit Rakugo. Ever since, Akane has been diligently practicing Rakugo herself. Now a senior in high school. Does Japan have seniors? I thought they just had 3rd years. She coincidentally lands a spot to perform in front of a crowd with the help of Shiguma Arakawa, Toru's former teacher. Her splendid performance surprises everyone, and it's just the beginning. Shigama, why is this worded this way? Shigama appoints her as his new apprentice, and with his help, Akane sets out to become a Shinichi in her father's place. That was long. I was hoping this would be an action, honestly. These character designs kind of looked like there was going to be some sort of like epic battle happening. But I don't know if I'll watch this one. The character designs are cool. It's rated high, but I don't know. I'm not attracted to it. Tension filled. I might give it a chance, it depends. I like her dyed hair. That's fun. An observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. First possible slop anime. 7.68 out of 10. For Pew Pew 12, as I hope they trip and fall into a pit of money. You like Pew Pew 12? Pew Pew 12, you have a fan. 6.78 out of 10. Or no, 7.68 out of 10. Can we have a slop-a-thon? Oh my god. That's just like any fall season of anime, to be honest. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Cecil Glow Alfasta's life is always utterly unchallenging. The heir to his father's kingdom. What? This is a weird sentence. The heir to his father's kingdom, he is known as a genius in everything he accomplishes. Can you guys hear my snot? However, nothing interests him until he meets his fiancée, Bertia Evil Noches. It's always funny when they try to make Western names. On their first meeting, Bertia tells him they're inside in a Tome game, and she has the role of the villainess who interferes with the relationship between Cecil and the heroine. I feel like the red-haired villainess or white-haired villainess. I feel like I've seen this anime like 8 times in the past year. Or 2 years, this archetype. Although she proclaims she will fulfill her duty as a wicked flower, Bertia's actions end up causing more good than harm. Intrigued by her behavior and deeds, Cecil decides he wants Bertia around and helps her behind the scenes. Is this pronounced Bersha? That sounds more feminine. But with a fiancé? With a fiancé like Bertia, the heroine might not be needed anymore. I've never watched a villain's anime. I'm not the biggest fan of them, really. I almost choked on my coffee. I don't know if anyone relates, but I get like dry, stuffy noses. Like where it's like audibly a stuffy nose and it feels like a stuffy nose, but like it's dry. There's nothing like dripping. So like I can't blow my nose or like sniff anything in. It's like my sinuses just like swell up. Is that called allergies? I don't know. I want to say that I'm in love with the villainess. It was a pretty yuri anime. Or a fun yuri anime from what I saw of it. What about Saturday's stream? Let me check. Saturday is Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why. I don't know much about it. I'm going into it blind. It's like a story game though. I'm gonna get more spicy Cheetos. I'm gonna try and like munch on them a little bit to like open up my nose a bit more. Or mods. Oh, hold on, let me check. There you go. I don't know, Twitch recently has been hiding messages. It's never hid messages before. It be letting boss journal. I'll be back. BRB. buffer when I said I was BRBing? Did it just look like I BRB'd out of nowhere? Anyways, I said BRB. I don't remember if I gave a reason, but I just went to the bathroom and got more water and ate more hot Cheetos to try and open up my nose more. Anyway, did I say if I was watching this yet? I don't think I'm gonna watch this one. This might be one of my like least favorite genres of anime. Like up there with the shitty isekais. But yeah. Here it is. Needy girl overdose. Why is the rating so low? Did they change the story? Is it not accurate to the game? 6.93 out of 10. 13 episodes, 13 plus. OMG Kawaii Angel, also known as K Angel, is one of the internet's most recognizable streamers, drawing attention from fans and fellow creators alike. Through her constant online presence behind the screen, however, her offline life as Ame reveals a far more lonely reality. As rival streamers rise alongside her, and those around her struggle to find their own place within this attention-driven digital world, Ame continues to balance the relentless expectations surrounding K-Angel with the person she is away from the screen. The LARP game. I just know a bunch of problematic girls like this game. But I think I'm gonna watch it just because it is VTuber themed. I like watching VTuber animes. Hello, Pew. Next, the klutzy class monitor and the girl with the short skirt. What the fuck is this name? I guess, bro. 7.61 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Sakura Daimon takes his role. That's all one name? Sakura Daimon? Frosted by the way. Oh really? The reveal of all time, of the century? I didn't know which one I wanted to say. Sakura Daimon takes his role on the school's public morals committee very seriously. Every day he dutifully checks students' appearances at the school gate, most often scolding Kohinata, a rule-breaking girl with bright hair and a short skirt. Though she finds his constant lecturing annoying, everything changes when she discovers that Sakura Daimon is actually a bit of a mess himself. A lighthearted short romantic comedy about a strict committee member, a bold classmate, and the chaotic school life that brings them together. It was peak, but I was told it becomes Old Man Yaoi eventually. What? Old Man Yaoi? What the fuck? Right up Ichigo's alley. I like young man Yaoi, not old man Yaoi, or just man Yaoi. Like their dads? Ugh. Depends if their dads are hot. Alright. Next. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. Oh, did I say if I was gonna watch this one yet? I don't know. I guess? Man Yaoi Ayo. Yeah, Man Yaoi. They were somewhat attractive. Is this them? Like these two guys in the background, or...? There was a particle of hot Cheeto that like floated into my throat and started burning it, and I was trying to like act nonchalant before so I don't choke on stream. 1 second. I'm back. Well, I guess if they're choking on dick, no, hot Cheetos. Choking on dick is for later, when I go and make out with my moderators after stream. I guess I'll watch this. My god, my food gets stuck in my braces and it tries to kill me! It's still trying to kill me. It's random hot Cheeto particles trying to take me out. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. This looks cute, bro. I like this art style. 8.19 out of 10. Pretty high rating. 13 episodes, 13 plus. The moment the gloomy Okuto Nakamura. Is this like the 5th Nakamura? Wish I was mod. Yeah, it's a damn shame mod applications aren't open right now. Nakamura first laid eyes on Aiki Hirose during the school entrance ceremony. It was love at first sight. Ever since then, Nakamura has dreamt of becoming Hirose's best friend. However, every attempt he makes to talk to his popular classmate ends in utter disaster for him. Much to Nakamura's surprise, he does eventually make an impression on Hirose, albeit not quite the one he wanted. Fortunately, the school year has only just started, so he has more than enough time to turn the tide in his favor. Unfortunately for Nakamura, however, it seems that the biggest obstacle in his way is his own delusions. Is this a yaoi or like a BL? Because there's a lot of men on this screen. It seems like it's gonna be very man-centric. Special mod treatment. The mods get kind of like abused. They're all forced to watch yaoi with me every night. It's man and man. It said best friend, so I didn't know if it was gonna do that weird thing where they get like frightened by homosexuality or not. I don't know. Best friend? No. No, he wants to be his best bed friend. Hey, Colossosaurus. The blue-haired girl back here kind of looks like Bulma. Alright, next. Botan Kamina. Kamina fully blossoms when drunk. This art style is interesting. I'm a little gay boy. Oh my god. The first line? Привет всем. Привет всем. Or what the fuck? Всем? I guess. I guess, bro. Duh. Привет всем. I didn't mean to say that though. Привет, Keanu Charles Reeves. Как дела? Did you say we're gonna suck some mod's dick? Yeah, some. Later. 8.15 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. For Ibuki Tonami, drinking alcohol is her favorite way to unwind from her college studies. Oh my gosh, college student? And duties as her dormitory's resident assistant. However, due to past bad experiences with others, Ibuki feels insecure about the hiccups she gets when drinking and therefore only drinks alone. Me? But as a first-year student, Botan Kamina moves into the same dormitory. Things begin to change. During an outing with their dorm mates, Botan coincidentally spots Ibuki drinking by herself. Although she's never tried alcohol before, Botan is curious about Ibuki and her drink. Ibuki willingly shares her drink, and it turns out that drinking alcohol turns the usually well-mannered, cheerful Botan into an assertive flirt. The other residents of their dormitory are shocked to discover that the withdrawn Ibuki has started drinking with Botan. Every new drink Botan tries becomes a fond memory, and she hopes to gradually break Ibuki out of her shell so that the two can enjoy drinks with the others one day. This is cute. We got drunk college girl Yuri going on. Chainsmoker Cat is summer 2026. I think it might be Yuri. Tabakoshka. Imba. It's 4 AM. Hahaha, bro's losing his mind. Yeah, it does have a high rating. I think it'd be worth it too. What's better than drunk college girl Yuri? Drinking girls club? Yeah, drinking girls club. I have actually never drank with a girl before. Actually, never mind. My first time drinking was with a politician's drunk wife, and we talked about her mommy issues, so I guess I can say I did drink with a girl. A woman. We got our first slop of the year, everybody. The strongest job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser. Provisional! Exclamation mark. 5.84 out of 10. Ooh. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Ooh, shit. When can I get in on the drunk Jedi party? You gotta just find a bunch of Jedi drunk girls in Japan. I was a bartender for 2 to 3 years. Ooh. Do you have any fun stories? I have to burp again. The fucking anthropomorphic wolf is pissing me off. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, like, good night. Good night, sleep well. Bye-bye. It takes me a long time to swallow. That's why I stopped talking for a second. After suddenly being transported to another... Oh, night-night. Sleep well, pew-pew. After suddenly being transported to another world, high school student Hibiki... Oh my god, there's so many Hibikis. Manabe finds himself... forced... I was... For a second I thought I copy-pasted this on accident. Forced to survive in unfamiliar surroundings, with the rare support-oriented job class appraiser. Though not suited for direct combat, the class allows him to perceive information others cannot. Even if its true value may not be immediately apparent, initially lost, Hibiki meets Amalia, Steinbart, and her boobs are fucking huge, dude. I didn't see those at first. Are those real? God, this looks like ass. Holy shit. Like, did somebody order a BBL? An elf who helps him takes his first steps as an adventurer. I think he is. However, after spending several days traveling together, she parts ways with him to answer an urgent summons from her homeland. Left on his own, Hibiki continues learning how to make use of his abilities as he encounters new companions along the way. For anime standards, they're pretty small. I think they're like a little above average. A lot of isekai have kind of switched to the appraiser or less favored job versus the OP route. I noticed that, like, kind of like average Joe MC. And this fucking cat is pissing me the fuck off, dude. That sucks. This sucks. I mean, the rating says it sucks. Next. Petals of Reincarnation. Oh my gosh. Disabled character rep. Everybody's got long hair. Ray Zero oh my god. Speech impediment. Ray Zero copycats. Fun fact, I was supposed to get speech therapy in high school, but my high school wasted the last year I was in high school trying to disprove my autism diagnosis. Because they didn't want to give me speech therapy. So they just spent the entire, like, year that they should have been giving me speech therapy making me redo, because they wanted to conduct their own autism assessment on me to disprove it. And then they said that I'm a narcissist. And then that was it. Pretty cool stuff. I've already talked about that in depth though. It was such a stupid story. There was no grounds to say that I was a narcissist either. They said that because the lady kept pressuring me. She kept pressuring me to explain in depth, like, how to manipulate people. She was asking me, like, if you had to manipulate someone, how would you do it? And I was like, I was like visibly uncomfortable. I was like, I don't really want to like answer that. And I remember I kept reiterating that, like, I wouldn't do that, but because she's asking me, I'll answer. And then at the end she was just like, yeah, she's a narcissist. And we're not giving her speech therapy. I don't fucking know. Oh, whatever, bro. Petals of Reincarnation, 6.06 out of 10. 13 episodes, 13 plus. There exists an object known as the Branch of Reincarnation. You old misunderstanding of mental health. Fucking Midwestern understanding. What the fuck's going on in Kansas? Fucking bullshit, dude. Inbreeding. Branch of reincarnation that can grant people the talents of the past lives. The past lives, not their past lives, just the in general. So long as they what? So long as they slit their own throat with it. What? Toya Senji is a teenage boy struggling with low self-esteem, of course, after growing up in the shadow of his gifted older brother. He comes to the decision that academic studies are his last resort in the search for talent. Really? Historical figures? But fails to find satisfaction, despite constantly placing in the top 100 for national mock exams. In a twist of fate, Toya encounters one of his classmates, Haido Luo Buffett, a returner, who has resurrected the talents of her past life using the branch of reincarnation, as she fights against a serial killer. This looks like a lot. I don't want to say it looks boring, but it doesn't look good. I forgot what I was gonna say. I had something else I was gonna say in the middle of that. Let me think. Manga was supposedly very good. I cannot remember what I was gonna say. It was something about this anime. Well, it's gone. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna watch this. It's getting edgy to be edgy, kind of. It just... I don't know. It's not itching my scratch. Always a catch. I feel like I've seen this exact, like, princely man design, like, 20 times in the past 2 years for the new animes. The same 5 songs! It's like this genre of, like, things that take place in this era, especially romance or dramas, I feel are starting to look the same. Or that Schneasel. Schneasel? What kind of a name is Schneasel? I know it's in Kogias, but Schneasel, Schnitzel. 7.14 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Due to her incredible athletic skills, Maria Mimi Anovazi has been trained her entire life to inherit her family's duchy. However, the birth of her younger brother makes this unnecessary. No longer the heir, Mimi has to settle down as soon as possible, but none of the kingdom's good marriage prospects remain. Not how it's pronounced, by the way. What? Schneasel. Schneasel. That looks like how it's pronounced. Schneasel. She decides to travel to a neighboring country and transfer to the Royal Academy in hopes of finding a husband. Ida Amethyst, a distant relative and Mimi's best friend, agrees to help her. Trip turns... Oh, I see. Her trip turns chaotic when the future crown prince and Ida's fiancé, Renato Di Rubini, these names are always so out there, mistakes Mimi for Ida and annuls his non-existent engagement to her. He planned to free Ida from the arranged betrothal so she could be with the man she actually loves instead. Although the misunderstanding is cleared, Mimi worries about her reputation after the scandal, so she asks Renato to help her find a suitor, unbeknownst to her. This is funny. Mimi's sunny attitude and fighting prowess capture the attention of the biggest catch in the whole kingdom, Renato himself. I don't remember what this is about. That was a lot. Schneisel. I'm gonna pronounce it Schnitzel. Also, Aki has been loving his new bed. I was really worried he wouldn't like it, but he's probably curled up in it as we speak. He loves it a lot. He's a fuck up idiot. Schnitzel, Schneisel. Schneisel, Schnitzel. What he said. Glad he likes it. Yeah, me too. Alright, see. Dude, I was gonna say the fucking booby grabbing anime. Yoa sensei. Whoa. Oh, whoa. 6.61 out of 10, 12 episodes rated R. Holy shit. The new term starts. Second year student Abikura discovers his homeroom teacher is none other than Hiyori Hiwamura, infamously known as Scary Sensei. This is just hentai, it looks like it, doesn't it? A woman rumored to curse anyone who crosses her, but one day, Abikura accidentally witnesses a completely unexpected side of his fearsome teacher after school. The striking contrast between her fearsome image and her hidden personality is utterly irresistible. Brace yourself for Gap Moe. What the fuck is Gap Moe? Gap Moe overload. In this tender romantic comedy that's sure to ignite your protective instincts. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Do we know? This picture reminds me of when I had D cups temporarily. There was a time where I had some fat old milkers myself, and I didn't really appreciate them that much. I was actually pretty nonchalant when I was built like that. I think this was like right before I gained like that awareness that you get as a teenager where you're like, wait, I'm fucking ugly and I can't, nothing is fun anymore because I'm ugly. It was like right before that where you're like a teenager slash preteen and you still kind of have this like kid mentality where you can like enjoy life and hang out with people without giving a shit what you think or what they think. It was right before that, and I was an athlete and I had some fucking big ass thighs. My thigh to waist ratio was like kind of insane, and for whatever reason I had D cups. I don't really remember why, but they shrunk right around when COVID happened. I still had some fucking big old bitties right when COVID happened, and then I think it's because I went on a diet, they shrunk. What sport? Track and field. Oh my god, I got spicy Cheeto dust in my eye. But yeah, I had D cups. I actually I remember my mom had got me new bras and she asked if they fit me. So I sent her a picture because my fucking boobs were like spilling over the outside, and she said, don't take pictures of that like yourself, or like that of yourself, because that's like child porn. She actually had kind of like a rather nonchalant reaction to that, because I was pretty nonchalant. I was just like, yeah, the bra doesn't fucking fit, mom. Look at this shit. So I took a picture angrily. I didn't really think anything of it. I guess it was pretty innocent because I was like, it's my mom. But she was like, don't take pictures like that. Tracker, field, runner, field. I was a sprinter. Not that field shit. Yeah, I know. She was pretty nonchalant about it. I'm surprised she didn't beat my ass, because she could have been like, you just put fucking child porn on my phone, technically. No, she was just like, don't take pictures like that again. But yeah, it's funny because like after that, I got rid of all of my smaller bras, and now all of my bras are too big. I've just been wearing the same bras from then because I don't know how to buy bras, okay? I don't know how. There's all these fucking complex sizes. And yeah, I just I just have the same bras I've had for a while, and I just hope they work out. I was built dog at 400 runners myself. I was a 100 and 200 runner. I wanted to do hurdles and relays, but my coaches literally wouldn't let me. They only let the like super good athletes do anything cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch this next. Haibuta's Teenage New Game Plus. Yeah. I have to burp again. I can't stop croaking. Okay. Hurdles is overrated. It looked like it sucked, but I wanted to do it really bad. Dude, I cannot stop burping. I need to die. I need to be killed. Alright, 6.60 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. So stuffy. Although college student Natsuki Haibara has already secured a stable future for himself, he frequently thinks back to his high school days. At the time, he was socially anxious and overweight. Yeah, and his attempts at becoming outgoing fell completely flat. One evening, Natsuki prays to be able to redo his teenage years and finds out the next morning that he has traveled back in time before his high school debut. High school debut? Having 1 month before the entrance ceremony, Natsuki immediately uses this chance to get himself into shape. When the first day of high school finally arrives, he makes a good first impression and befriends familiar faces, including Hikari Hoshimiya, his high school crush. Natsuki quickly realizes that his feelings for Hoshimiya have not changed and makes going out with her his new goal. While enjoying time with Hoshimiya and his other friends, Natsuki rekindles his love for basketball and even secures a part-time job at a local cafe. But with new friends come unfamiliar challenges, and Natsuki must overcome them if he wants to enjoy his adolescence to the fullest. I don't remember what I just read. Entrance ceremonies are real. I had one when I went to school in Japan. I think I'm good on this one. Yeah, I don't know. He's a pedophile pretty much. Oh my god! Wait, I forgot that part! That just flew over my head. I was like, whatever, isekai. What do they do? It's like... It's kind of just like an orientation. It's like, congrats, starting this new year. I don't know exactly how every school does it, but it's basically just kind of like college orientation, I guess. Open house one in Japanese, I think, or but Japanese, I think so. I mean, that was my experience. Self-introductions, kind of. I was skipped orientations. I like them if I can attend. Oh hell yeah, Rooster Fighter. What do we think, guys? 7.02 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. The neighborhood cock of the walk is more than just an ordinary rooster. He's humanity's greatest defender. His opponents may be 10 stories tall, but nothing is bigger than his stout heart and his fearsome battle. Cry cock-a-doodle-doo! Exclamation mark. Oh fuck yeah, this was peak? Hell yeah, bro. Holy shit. So fire. What do we think, guys? We watching it? I want to watch this. We'll get to it. It's out there. Only 12 episodes. I'm putting more lip balm on. Nuh-uh, Fire Rooster NTR. NTR. What is NTR? The classroom of a black cat and a witch. Okay, this anime girl in the purple. Now, my OBS disconnected. Hello, 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 mushy mushy. You chill, my bad, my bad, my bad. Interior is cook, cook, cook. 6.46 out of 10. Oh no. Why does it have such a low rating? No episodes for some reason, or no episode count, I mean. 13 plus. The Royal Diana Academy is a prestigious school that accepts individuals with adept magical abilities. Upon graduation, these students find themselves at the top of their dream or at their what the fuck at the top of their field. I saw dreams underneath. Or unemployed by the royal. Oh my god, unemployed. Freudian slip there. Or employed by the royal family. Spica Virgo? Did I pronounce that right? Spica Virgo? Spica Virgo? Dreams of. Is her name Spica? Spica? What a name. Spica Virgo. Dreams of studying at the academy, aiming to be a top-rate sorceress like her idol. Claude Sirius. Claude is a world-renowned sorcerer who became the institution's youngest instructor, but mysteriously disappeared soon after, lacking the experience and connections required for admission. Spica finds herself unable to make meaningful progress with her training. One day, however, she meets a talking black cat with magical abilities. Hoping to change the situation for the better, she begs the animal to take her as his apprentice and teach her the magic she needs to attend the academy. The cat accepts the deal on one condition. She must find a way to reverse his feline curse. Despite the arduous challenges ahead of her, Spica is determined to prove herself as a student worthy of the cat's mentorship. Where is the cat in this picture? I don't see. I want to watch this purely because the girls are cute. And it looks like it might be fun. Aside from the rating here. Next, Kusunoki's Garden of Gods. Oh my god. This looks like it's gonna be slop, but the rating is higher than I would have expected it to be. 7.17 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. Is it Yuri? I don't think so. Since childhood, Minato Kusunoki could... Oh, Kusunoki could see supernatural beings, especially friendly ones. Soon after his mother leaves him in charge of a vacant house in the countryside, he draws the attention of a wolf-like mountain god named Yamagami, who is intrigued by the unusual purity surrounding the residence. Through Yamagami's guidance, Minato discovers the source of this mystery. Anything written by his hand, regardless of the surface or the words themselves, carries the power to exorcise evil spirits. As more visitors arrive, Minato becomes the caretaker of an abode that now stands at the boundary between the human and divine worlds. At the same time, though still unfamiliar with the full extent of his powers, he begins to realize that they may have uses beyond simply keeping the area free of malice. Do you guys see that? Is that a typo? Oh, uses! English language W. They may have uses. I was thinking used. And I meant to be used. Uses. Alright. Anyways, I'm not watching this. It looks a little boring. Seems kinda good though. Nothing to write home about for me. This cover has so much shit going on, bro. My ridiculous reincarnation. 7.37 out of 10, 12 episodes, 13 plus. The protagonist of the tale, simply referred to as I, oh my god, experiences the endless cycle of reincarnation. The narrative takes place in a different universe where people are free to select their next form. However, the waiting list for popular roles like Demon King or a hero with cheat skills in a harem has reached 50,000 years due to a recent spike in applications. The protagonist decides to repeatedly reincarnate into increasingly strange forms because he refuses to wait. These roles include the rib of a hero in charge of a harem, a hermit crab, a vegetable, and even an explosive used to blow up blissfully happy couples. What the fuck? Are these all the same person? Are these all their forms? It looks interesting. Interesting enough. I don't know if I'll watch it though. It's just not, it's not exactly up my alley. I could watch like one episode of this maybe, yeah. Fry my brain before I go. Fry my brain? How so? I just coughed and it was so ugly, but I muted right before I did. But oh my god, it sounds so bad. Alright, next. Mao. Fun fact, when I put this title in, when I pasted Mao in here, it put it in 3 times. And I was like, what? I don't remember it being called Mao. But anyways, this art style, it has like the 90s anime art style and I love it. I think it's so cute. 90s anime is being adapted and they're hanging on to that old art style. I love this art style. It has such a soft spot in my heart. Like Ranma, Inuyasha, so peak. 6.97 out of 10. Question mark episodes 13 plus. I don't know, Ranma mangaka. I was thinking it looks like Inuyasha. Yeah, it stands out. Nanako passes through a portal into the Taisho area. Ooh, it reminds me of Inuyasha already. Where Exorcist Mao reluctantly rescues her from the jaws of a grotesque yokai. When Nanako gets back to the present, she discovers she has some new incredible abilities. She returns to the past looking for answers, only to get caught up in Mao's investigation of a series of gruesome murders. As her questions about herself multiply, Nanako learns that Mao is cursed by a cat demon named Byoki, and so is his sword. But if anyone but Mao attempts to wield it, they are doomed. But when Mao's life is in jeopardy, Nanako picks up his blade and swings. The one who did both Ranma and Inuyasha. Are those by the same person? Oh my gosh, I had no idea. I thought those were different mangakas. I'm so giggly now. I'm so happy that— oh my gosh, it's the same person. Both of those have such a soft spot in my heart. I grew up on both of those. I love them so much. Such an iconic art style. So yeah, I'm definitely watching this then. It's gotta be peak. Shift 4 major manga. What were the other ones? Sekido. I was thinking of that one that came out a couple seasons ago with the— was it yellow hair or blue hair? That one girl that was like retro. I think it was a reboot. Killed Again, Mr. Detective. 6.22 out of 10, 12 episodes and 13 plus. Although he is the son of legendary detective Tatsuya Otsuki, Sakia avoids dangerous investigations at all costs. He considers his father's exploits an example of what not to do, preferring cases that deal with adultery or finding lost cats. During one such safe investigation on a cruise ship, Sakia discovers a dead body. Despite his misgivings— what kind of word is that? He begins to look into it. However, he is brutally murdered before he can get far. Oh my god. Rashid Uruseyatara to and Mason Ikoki. However, he is brutally murdered before he can get far. Not long after, Sakia wakes up to his assistant's Lilithia. This is not his first death, as it turns out. Every time he dies, he revives sometime later. Thus, Sakia continues his investigation, being both detective and victim. As he wraps up the case, Sakia witnesses a horrendous plane crash, the same plane his father was supposed to be saving. Now in charge of their detective agency, Sakia endeavors to discover the truth behind his father's demise. Starting with the seven old men. A group of criminals Satsuya imprisoned. Sakia will solve the mystery no matter how many times he dies. So it's like reincarnation, technically. Detective. Interesting enough. Raise Zero again? I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it. Even a replica can fall in love. Oh boy. Looking at this cover, are these twins? This one's fire. 7.08 out of 10. I almost cried. Oh my god. Is it gonna hurt my feelings? 13 episodes, 13 plus. Oh my god, my nose is so stuffy. On days when Sunao is sick or not feeling like going to school, she is called... What? She... What? She is called to take her place. She was born to this world when Sunao wished to have a substitute. No one knows that she exists, but she tries to do her best for Sunao whenever she is called. She calls a replica in place. Is she not just called she? One day she talks with Sanada, one of her classmates. They become friends, but he soon notices that she is different from the original Sanao. He was the first one who did. She tells him to talk with her only when she has her hair half up. Aww. Sanada does like she told him. And they enjoy their time together. As they become closer, she realizes that she has special feelings towards Sanada. But she doesn't know what will happen to her if she, a replica, falls in love. They have the same name, I think. I'm already creeped out, but I'll watch it. I'm hooked already. It's interesting. I can hear the stuffiness. I'm trying to hide it, bro. It's so fucking annoying. It's annoying. I already have like a naturally nasally voice. It just sounds like if I plug my nose, there's like... I'm plugging my nose right now. There's like no difference. It's like the same. I can't breathe. I have to breathe through my through my mouth. Pardon the intrusion, I'm home. I don't like this art style. The guys look really stupid. It looks really flat and annoying. 6.68 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. So is this what it means to have roommates now? Office worker Rinko, 24, sounds like a Reddit post, lives alone and is secretly an otaku. Oh hell yeah, I'm hooked. One day her apartment gets connected to the two neighboring rooms through a hole in the wall. In the room on the left is a fresh-faced yet mysterious guy who is overly sweet to Rinko. The room on the right is occupied by a guy with violent tendencies who is similarly mysterious. But wait! I think I know him. Rinko's only source of solitude, her apartment, has been turned upside down. Now every day is full of heart-pounding surprises. This is my kind of slot, bro. This is my kind of slot. Because I'm gonna pretend that I'm Rinko. I'm intrigued. I think I'm gonna watch it. Good slop, good slop. The Food Diary of Miss Maid. 6.93 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. I see a brown guy up there. Oh, I have takoyaki in the freezer. I think that's what I was gonna say. I have takoyaki in the freezer and I'm excited to have it. I think I'm too sleepy to eat it today, but... Bro, being too sleepy to eat food that you desperately want to eat is so sad, bro. It's heartbreaking. What's a maid to do when she finds herself suddenly stuck in Japan for a year? Eat, of course. That was me. Takoyaki. T-A-K-O-Y-A-K-I. Taco being octopus. Or is it squid? No, I think it's octopus. Takoyaki. So yummy. I loved stopping at a takoyaki stand on the way home and getting some cheap homemade takoyaki. Follow maiden training Suzume and Tachibana as she tries all sorts of Japanese food. From sweets... Oh, I read that as takoyaki. From sweets like taiyaki and melon bread on melon pan, to savory snacks like takoyaki, takoyaki! And onigiri, onigiri! Be warned, though, while Suzume states her appetite through delicious treat after delicious treat, she might just end up wedding? WHTT? Wedding yours? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, you can eat octopus. It's yummy. What does wedding mean in this context? Sharpen. Oh! It's saying we're going to get hungry watching this anime. They're not. I mean, I guess some of them might be. Like fish, maybe. Are there poisonous fish? I think. 100 Scenes of Awajima. 7.24 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. I think it is. Awajima Revue. That's an interesting last name. Oh wait, this is a school. Awajima Revue School is known for its extensive performing and art studies. Every year, many aspiring performers and artists enroll in the school from various backgrounds. Gah. Oh my god. And I can't even blow my nose. With the determination to pursue their own careers. However, very few students ever reach the grand stage, which results in many abandoning their ambitions before ever unlocking their true potential. Throughout the years, the past and new students leave many tales, which hopefully motivate future generations to chase their dreams and leave their own mark. Wait, I'm bored. I'm bored already. I'm sorry, guys. If it's not eerie, how to put it. I don't know. I don't know what genre this is actually. It's 11:30. It's 10:33 here. It might not be Yuri. Aaron the Southpaw. Interesting name. 6.27 out of 10. 13 episodes. 13 plus. Aw, man, I'm sorry. The story follows Koichi Asakura, a designer for an ad agency who works hard but receives no recognition. After being dropped from a project, he visits a place from his past, where he meets Eren Yamagishi. Eren, meanwhile, is recognized as a genius left-handed graffiti artist in New York, while enduring the struggles that come from her own path in life. I mean, it's unique, I guess. I don't know if I'd watch it. Meh. Meh. Monster Eater. 6.06 out of 10. I'm stretching. Just 12 episodes, 13 plus. Oh my god, I'm dizzy. I shouldn't have done that. I'm already on like 1 XP, 1 XP, 1 HP. Stretching just like knocks it down, bruh. The story follows Koichi. Wait, what? No, this can't be. This can't be. Did I not get the synopsis? Let me pull this shit up then. My apologies. I can't believe I've fumbled in this manner. Alright, I'm gonna read this. No, wait, I could have sworn I put this. I remember copy pasting this into the slides. I guess not. Yeah, streamer, do your job. I'm sorry. Nobody wants a grubby forager Rudd on their adventuring team. His nickname and his stench, he's stinky, come from his constant trek into the noxious labyrinth to gather medicinal herbs. A job he survives only thanks to his status immunity skill. When he's finally recruited as a party porter, things seem to be looking up. Until a deadly dungeon monster appears and his fake allies use him as bait before abandoning him. What is this trope in these fantasy adventure dungeon animes? Where they're like, oh, my team abandoned me. I don't get it. Wounded, destitute, and barely surviving the attack, Rudd breaks a forbidden taboo to stay alive, eating monsters. But the more he devours, the more power he gains, kicking off a thrilling, adventurous, gourmet fantasy. Yeah, I don't really care. Next. Ichijoma Mankitsu Gurashi. Are they in a manga cafe? That's cute, I think. 6.65 out of 10, 11 episodes, 13 plus. Fire! No, no! I won't make the mistake again. I lose my role as anime club president. It's gotta be. Hailing from a rural town, Meiko Morita moves to the bright city of Tokyo to enroll in the prestigious Amamiya Girls Academy. Though she expects the institution's dormitory to be full of glamour, Meiko discovers that her new home is actually a manga cafe, where its residents run the business by doing community service. Oh, I loved manga cafes. I loved the all-you-can-eat ice cream. Although inept with modern technology, Meiko is warmly welcomed by the other residents, Ria Amamiya, the head of the dormitory, Marika Suzuki, a popular streamer, and Neo Nakano, an aspiring professional gamer. Together, the girls navigate through school and run the manga cafe, never forgetting to enjoy every second of every day. This looks cute. Do they have goon cafes? Probably. All you say is Walmarts, yeah. And McDonald's. I think we've tried to have maid cafes, but they always gotta shut down right away. I'll watch this one. It seems kind of fun to watch in the background. Kirio Fan Club. 7.17 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. Because people be like assaulting the maids and shit on the first day. Obsessed with their rather ordinary classmate Ken Kirio, high school students Aimi, Miyoshi, and Nami. This looks like Soma and Tani form a peculiar friendship. Every time the girls hang out, they talk about Kirio and fantasize about interacting with the boy they usually just observe from afar. Aimi and Nami are mostly satisfied with the status quo, but they occasionally cannot help but be jealous of those who get to be near their crush, though this still rarely leads them to approach him directly. This looks cute enough. It might be messy. I don't know. I'll watch it. I'll give it a chance. Right, it's the cornerstone of American society. Except it's huge and ugly. And it's overstimulating in there. Is this the JoJo? Because it looks like JoJo, but I couldn't see JoJo anywhere in here. Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. 6.81 out of 10, 14 episodes rated R. In 1990X, random 90s year, the world was engulfed in the blaze of nuclear war, with the ocean drying up and Earth torn asunder. All life seems to be lost, but humans survive stubbornly. However, what dominated the post-apocalyptic world... Is it JoJo? With sheer violence, the remaining humanity was split into two groups. Those who kill and take whatever they can, and those who are exploited. When all hope seems lost for the weak, a man in ragged cloth appears... A lost my spot. Appears. He is Kinshido, the rightful successor of the Hokuto Shinken martial arts, with 7 studs like scars in the shape of the Big Dipper. What the fuck? His journey to becoming a legendary savior begins. That looks like JoJo, though. It looks like JoJo. But I guess it's not. It's an old anime. It's 3D though, and I don't really like 3D animes. Emojis from the 80s. I might watch this one, but I don't think it's on like my priority list. The Regression of Great Sage Riddle. Oh boy. 5.35 out of 10. Yeesh. 12 episodes, 13 plus. A young man named Riddle had lost all of his friends in the entire world at the hands of a mysterious organization known as the Box of Malice. Having lost all hope to live, he dwelled in a pit of despair until he has one final revelation. What if he could return to a time before everything ended? It might be. And so after 1,000 years, a deformed Riddle finally manages to reverse time. I'm going to stop them this time. I did not read that very well, bro. Equipped with 1,000 years of knowledge and experience in his young body, the great sage Riddle's journey to the past now unfolds. I guess, bro. Oh, good night. Good luck, Toaster. Sleep well. I'm gonna follow what the rating said and put this on the back burner. Kojima, why sing when you can warble? What the fuck does warble mean? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that creature? I didn't see that. What? Warble? Is that Warble himself? Is that the Warble? 6.87 out of 10. The guy on the top's kind of cute. I hate it. Now, don't be mean. We listen and we don't judge. 6.87 out of 10. 12 episodes, 13 plus. In the autumn of his first year of middle school, Arata Koda meets Kojima, a strange creature. It's ugly. It might be. A strange creature that sort of looks like a bird. Since Kojima is hungry, Arata brings it home with him. But because of his older brother who failed his entrance exams, Kojima gets carried away by the situation and ends up freeloading at the Koda residence. Until he says it's just until he makes it through winter and the warmth of spring comes. But I don't know why it says but. I don't know why there's not more. Because I put the entire synopsis here. So I guess it's just left up to interpretation. Sorry guys, I'm on the edge of my seat myself, but I guess we'll just have to watch it to find out. Cliffhanger. I know, right? Alright, next. The Drops of God. Okay, this one looks cool. And there's a fucking big ass block of text here. It has 6.87 out of 10, I think. Unless this is... I might have accidentally forgotten to update the rating. Or it might have just been the same. But I believe this one's about beer. I know he looks like Light. Shizuku Kanazaki is the only son of the world-renowned wine critic Yutaka Kanzaki. From a young age, Shinzuku has been subjected to strange education from his father, all for the sake of wine. As in Japanese mode. From learning to gracefully decant a drink to intently remembering the smell of leather belts and pencils. What the fuck? The training causes him to grow resentful of everything related to wine. Discontent with his father, he leaves home to become an average sales representative for a beer company. Like, you got me if he wasn't stupid and went into the beer industry. Refusing to ever touch wine again. When his father suddenly passes away, I was saying Shizuku finds himself being dragged back into the world he hates so much as part of his father's will. The one who will inherit his prized wine collection and estate will be the person who can correctly identify the 12 apostles of wines as well as the legendary drops of God. In order to inherit the assets, Shizuka has 1 year to complete the task, but he finds the proposition ridiculous when he is the only living relative of Yutaka. What Yutaka failed to tell his son before his death was that he had adapted Issei Tomine into the family a week. This is so messy. A week prior to his passing, Issei is a famous veteran wine critic competing against Shizuku to claim the estate for himself. With no formal training and wine tasting, Shizuku stands no chance against the Prince of Wine and is at risk of losing everything in his competition. Will he be able to correctly identify the elusive drops of God before he runs out of time? This intrigues me because it's wine and beer. I'm gonna go take my blood pressure real quick. I'll be back.